Yesterday, a child came out to wonder.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Megan Victoria. My name is Megan. I'm a pro hair makeup artist, and today we're doing this glowy, bronzy, peachy, rose gold, all things me kind of look. So I got this very generous care package from the Charlotte Tilbury team, and mostly of like the Pillow Talk collection, and I've really wanted to get my hands on that for a very long time. So I'm so excited to do today's video. We're basically doing a full face Charlotte Tilbury. I haven't done this video in probably 2 years, so I'm very excited to put all this like new makeup on my face, try out new shades, try out new products. I also have some of like my favorites that got restocked, which like I haven't had my Magic foundation in years, and like, do we see, like, honestly this foundation's amazing. It makes your skin just like insanely flawless. But I don't want to ramble on too much. I'm so excited to do this video with you guys. I really hope you enjoy it, and without further ado, let's get started. A full face Charlotte Tilbury, creating this glowy, majestic, gorgeous makeup look. Alright, so we're gonna get started. First product, we have the Charlotte's Magic Serum Crystal Elixir. I'm always so, like, I love Charlotte Tilbury, but I'm always hella nervous to try skincare. It just fucks me up all the time. So I'm actually, let's shake this first. Then I'm gonna put just like a few drops into my hand. Just rub this on. Doesn't have too much like of a smell or anything. Kind of just smells like fresh. Not making me burn. Has a little bit of a sheen. All right, we're good with that. Okay, product we all know and love. Obviously gonna take some Flawless Filter, work that. I'm gonna take shade number 2 because I'm gonna use it more as like a highlighty product rather than like to get, you know, glowy tanness. Because like clearly I've lost like all of my tan, like actually just all of it. So I'm gonna just put it on the high points of the face like so. And then we have the Magic foundation, which I haven't used this in so freaking long. So like, it's interesting when you haven't used a product like a foundation, especially because your skin like either loves it or it can hate it or like totally neutral, but you just like have no clue. So I'm using the shade 5. I kind of remember, no, I really like this one with my hand. So I'm actually going to take it off the back of my hand. I'm going to put it into the palm of my hand, or my fingers, I should say. And then I remember like just like smoothing this one on. Yes. Yeah, I really like this one, just kind of smoothed all over with the fingers. I just think it like looks so lovely. I'll start like smoothing it, but then I start like pressing it into the skin. And I just think it gives like the most natural, beautiful result, because you're like, you smooth it all over, but then when you press it, it just melts it straight into the skin. That melts in so well, and that's such a good color. Ugh, I forgot how much I love that foundation. Okay, quite content. Because I'm a little bit, you know, crazy, I do like to just take, I'll take like half a pump, like basically whatever, or I take whatever's left over in my hands. I go off the back of my hand just to dab off excess, and then I'm just gonna take the sponge and just smooth out that foundation and add a little bit more, like just especially to like, you know, the sides of the nose where it gets a little red, and just take that all the way around. Also on the eyelids, just to prep them a little bit. That sits on the skin so beautifully. Like, oh my god, I forgot how good this foundation is. Before we go further, I'm gonna just grab a little bit of my Salmon concealer, and I'm gonna get that in my under eye circles. Just apply it to like so. I've now started switching over to the lighter shade in my medium duo because, well, again, I'm really white right now and I need a little bit lighter as my skin lightens up. So I'm just gonna take that, and then I will blend that in with the back of my sponge really quick and make sure I get the inner corner and the outer corner, because that's where most of my discoloration is. Totally just like despise this applicator, but I'm gonna use the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Concealer. This is in the shade 3. Just gonna do little kind of triangle situation. Don't like the sponge top on this at all. And like for my kit, I have a few of these, but I just take the sponge top off so I can just like twist it. So I may do that even for myself, but I'm just gonna use this. This is honestly a lot of concealer, but I twisted it too much, so we kind of just have to use the product that's like that, and then I'll blend this in. This is definitely a bit of a drier formula, so if you like something really creamy under the eyes, like, what's great about this is though it's like really opaque, great coverage. Like you can see it's a great concealer, it's super brightening and it's beautiful, but like you kind of have to work quickly with this or it'll like, you know, dry down and set, and then like it won't, you know, blend out as smoothly. So Just definitely kind of want to be pretty quick with this. But as you can see, it definitely looks extremely flawless and extremely beautiful, and yeah, it's a good concealer. Okay, no surprise here. I'm gonna go into my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Powder, and I love using the same products from the same brands because you just know that they're literally made to go together. So it's just like a nice feeling. So I'm just gonna make sure we have nice smooth under eyes, and then I'll just take a little bit of that powder and just do a nice like little pressy, rolly, sweepy motion and just set those under eyes. Just gonna take whatever's left over on the brush and just kind of smooth over like the hot spots, only pretty much because I'm sitting under lights, but we're good to go. All right, we're gonna continue on as usual. So a little 6.5 to get a little bit of cheekbone action. So this is just from Bare Minerals, and we'll take it across the forehead. I don't have like Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, so I'm just, you know, gonna do my kind of regular routine, and we will just sponge this out. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Laguna bronzer, just lightly gonna sweep this over the perimeter of the face, that little light kind of 3 motion, and just set that Bare Minerals in place. We wanna add a little bit of blush, so I'm gonna go into my Orgasm X from NARS and just sweep this on the apples of the cheeks. Just a little bit. This is so friggin' pigmented, it blows my mind. And then I always just like to sponge everything in, especially because I don't want this blush too blushy. I just want it really like soft and pretty. And just because we haven't done it in a while, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Benefit Gold Rush, which I love applying right on top. I use this more as a blush topper because it's obviously very light, but it's just got a gorgeous sheen. And so I just find it like blends and softens my blush and just kind of just looks so pretty. Like I love it. I love it. And for a little bit of glow, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Glow Powder. This is available in a pressed form. This particular loose version is discontinued, but you can get it in a pressed form. And it's just the most stunning, glowy gorgeousness. I absolutely just like love this product. The key is to get like those champagne tone highlighters that like if you're, you know, near my skin tone. Like I'm definitely more like neutral. I'm in the between of like golden and pink, and so I love everything kind of like warm neutral. So this is like a nice champagne-y tone, which is again like champagne's basically golden pink mixed together, and then you get like a peach. So everything's like peachy and soft. So if you like peach, then just like stick to your champagnes and you'll be good to go. Okay, and our face is looking glowy, natural, and beautiful. All I'm gonna do is take the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in shade 2. It's so stunning, and just go over the T-zone and just anywhere you basically want the skin to look extra like flawless. This powder will just make you look like you've airbrushed skin, and I can't get over it. It is the best powder pretty much ever. So how's that? Okay, so for the eyes, we have a few new products to play with. I have the Pillow Talk Quad, which I 100% want to use, but I also have this really, really pretty like color chameleon amber haze shadow stick. It's like a goldeny brown shade. It looks so pretty. So I actually think I'm gonna start out with this, and I kind of want to like map out a shape and like blend this out. So we'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna also just make sure to tap out my eyes, because we don't want anything like that. And then I'm gonna take this, kind of draw it like, I think we'll start almost like an outer corner liner, and then lift it up like so. What a nice lifted look. So I think this is a good kind of start to the look. That's all I'm doing, and then I'm gonna just grab this little pencil brush and start kind of blending this out. Just basically building up a little bit of depth before we even lay down our shadows, and also kind of just creating that shadowing to really lift and pull out the eye, because I've been really into that look lately. This also kind of just gives you a guide, so I'm just gonna leave it at that for now, and then let's go into this beautiful Pillow Talk palette. So first shade we're just gonna grab is this beautiful pinky shade, and just kind of start working that into the crease and just kind of all over to just kind of create that little bit of warmth. I really need to pluck my eyebrows, damn. I always go just a little bit above my crease just because I have smaller eyes and I do have quite a bit of space between my brow bone and lash line. So for me, also I have slight like hooded eyes, so I do prefer kind of applying my shadows pretty high so that I actually can see them and enjoy them and they don't just disappear. Man, where are my tweezers? I gotta find them. Oh, here they are. I adore pink eyeshadow. Like, I love it so much, especially like I have blue eyes, so it like makes it totally pop and it's just so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over now to this flat shader brush. I'm gonna pick up this like very, I don't know, it's just like a very grounded browny pinky shade, but I'm gonna pick it up on the shader brush and then I'm gonna use that to press. Oh, it's like actually showing up a lot more like warm brown. It's really pretty. But I'm going to press this right on that outer corner and a little bit kind of following that liner. So I'm gonna just let that like residue of the liner kind of like grab the shadow and just press like so. You may have to switch brushes, which I think I'm gonna do. Just grabbing a classic liner brush and I'll just follow that out like so. Grabbing a little blending brush and just kind of flick it out. You don't want it too neat, just like, yeah, that looks cute. Let's do the other side. And it's totally cool to keep it messy, so I try right now, like with my giant blending brush, to almost just be like flicking, so it keeps it all kind of going in one direction, gets it like smoky to the outer corner. And then you can like build it up if you need to, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more of that brown shade with the brush, and then switch over, just kind of flick it out. Even just like tapping with your finger will just kind of diffuse the line, but I like to just kind of go back and forth and build it up till I'm happy, and also pay attention to like how my like eye crease is kind of folding on my line. Okay, I feel like my eyes are really well lifted. I think they look so pretty. Okay, so I'm going to now grab this like mid-tone shade right here, the like light shimmery guy, and very simply just kind of put it in that space that there's no shadow. So the inner corner and then into the middle of the lid, trying to kind of avoid where we put that liner shape, and just press that in. Just as I see how the eye's doing, I'm gonna go back in with that mid-tone. I'm gonna like literally like one hit into the deeper shade just to deepen it the tiniest bit. Then I'm just gonna meet where that liner shape and the crease meet and just give it a little bit more definition. So the way it kind of meets up and then comes into the eye. Then we'll do the other side. Just holding my brush nice and far back. Just kind of want this look to be like still daytime-esque, but like just smoky and a little bit undone. Then I'm literally just gonna take that little shadow brush or the liner brush, and right on that outer corner, I'm gonna grab that deeper shade, and I'm just gonna press right on that like liner and then right in the crease, just to get this like nice little outer V, like sharp moment. But because it's not such a deep shade, it's not going to be like looking so dramatic, but I just kind of really want to like pinpoint that there is crease and there is liner, and we kind of have like this slightly more harsh outer V, which I really kind of like. And you can just take your little blending brush, just blend it all together. Okay, the eyes are super lifted, which I love. Now, because we have this like gorgeous shimmery shade, like we have to use it. So I'm gonna grab it just on my pinky. I always find these pop shades are always better when you just use them with your finger. And I'm just gonna add that little bit of sparkle right in that like open lid space. And it's just like a subtle sparkle, like it's really, really pretty. The sparkles are really fine. So I'm just using my little pinky, just pressing on that delicate layer of sparkle. And then I'm also gonna take it, I'm gonna put it on my inner corner so the light really reflects. And then with that, let's move to the like lower lash line. I'm gonna just grab that mid-tone shade and just lightly run it across the lower lashes. Not like a big deal, but it keeps it nice and smoky. And that's pretty much the shadow done. I don't really want to use any of these shades as the brow bone highlight, so I may dip into something else. What do we have that's just like quick and available? All right, we have this guy. So this is super random, but this is just like a palette from, what's it called? Physicians Formula. I'm just gonna grab this like light white vanilla shade up here because that's all I really want. Just want something that's going to brighten but not be too much. And then also can just kind of soften the shadowing if we need. Just really like this eyeshadow look because we actually created like a shape with the eyes, which I also think is really pretty. Okay, so with that said, we need a little bit of liner, so I'm gonna just go into the Rock & Kohl Iconic Liquid Eye Pencil in Barbarella Brown, which is perfect because I didn't want a black. So I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna line this like right at the lash line. Not too much. Oh, that's very pigmented. Can't believe they call that brown. That is a very dark brown. I don't want to like ruin the shape we've created, so I'm gonna just take this super thin, just like lightly touching, and then gonna lift it the tiniest bit, and then immediately go in with my brush, my little liner brush, and then that deepest shade, and like just kind of stamp and blend this. So don't want too dark of a liner by any means. So just taking that darkest shade, stamping it on top will totally soften it. Yeah, that totally softens it, but we still have the lift, which is very important. I may just take a little bit of this and just kind of drag it along the line we've created. Definitely do this with your eyes open because you don't want to like have the line, you know, get like dragged down when we work so hard to keep everything like, you know, going in the up direction. Okay, that works, good, we're good. Okay, so let's do the other side. Again, keeping it super light, little touches, super thin, and then going out. Why, yes, I do freaking adore this look. Oh my god, look how good the eyes look. Oh, it's incredible. Just adding lashes does everything, and like just this lift, and just I'm very into this. I'm into it all. It's fantastic. Okay, so one other thing I did besides putting lashes and mascara, I also put on the Eye Cheat for Bigger Brighter Eyes, right in the waterline, just that little bit of like cream just to really open up the eyes, and it did a huge difference. Actually, my eyes stopped watering, so I'm gonna put a little bit more, and you can actually like literally just touch this one. It's that freaking creamy. Most of these I have to, you know, use a little bit of grip and force, but this one just glides straight on, so that looks amazing. I love that so much. My eyes look so majestic. Oh, so good. Okay, so let's move on to the lips. So I have the Pillow Talk Lip Cheat. I've been wanting to use this forever. I haven't ever tried it. Actually, I had my makeup done at a photo shoot once and they used this and I freaking loved it. So I'm gonna just go like so. Okay, yeah. So it is slightly pinkier than the browns I usually use. Okay, we're gonna try this. We'll see how it goes. I may need some brown because, you know, that's me, but we'll try it. The formula is phenomenal. I can definitely say that. I love this formula. It's just got enough like creaminess that you can do something with it, but it's still very much like it's staying in place. Like you put it there and it's not, you know, smudging or doing any weird things. So I really like that formula. Color I don't hate. It's just a little pinkier than what I'm used to, but I think that looks really great. So I also have the Pillow Talk lipstick, so we're gonna use that. Oh my god, my eye's watering again. Oh my god. We're gonna go back to the eyes in a little bit. I just need to give them a break. Okay, we're gonna use the Pillow Talk lipstick. I look like a doll. Oh my god. That's a gorgeous nude though. It's definitely a pinkier nude. I'd almost call this a pink rather than a nude, to be honest. I already love the formula of these, so I don't really have to touch on that. It's just, it feels amazing. I love it so much. I am thinking a little nude Kate, just because I need a little bit of lightness and brightness in the center of my lips, because I never really do like just a straight up lip. So let's add that kind of peachiness and lightness into the lip. Yeah. This is a little bit more my speed. Actually, I really like those two together. See, I just need that peachier tone. Like, I just don't like too pink. And then just a little concealer. Just gonna touch that to the center. Work that in. And then regardless, to blend it all together, I have the Pillow Talk lip gloss. So we'll pop a little bit of that on top. Oh yeah. And it also just like will instantly blend all the lipstick together. Oh, that's a good lip. We're into this. That's really gorgeous. Okay, my eye is watering like crazy, so I just need to address that. Oh, not that brush. That was not the brush. Holy crap, that would have been a disaster. Okay, that's totally fine. What I want to do is take a little bit more of that glittery shade because it's so pretty. Just grab a little bit and then we'll just really make sure the inner corner really sparkles and shines. Like if I'm gonna tear, I might as well tear glitter. Oh, this is a really good look. Something I didn't do, but I do want to do now, is I'm gonna just go in with the Airbrush Powder, and all I want to do is I'll take it just on like whatever kind of little brush like this. I'm just gonna stamp it on that outer corner just to get a nice lift to the eye, but I'm not gonna bring concealer where it gets like, you know, super sharp and it looks like I did it with tape. I like the kind of relaxed, smoky look. I just want to make sure it's got a nice lift to it, and then we'll just take it a little bit under the eye since we can. Create a little sandbag effect to, you know, catch all that friggin' watering. My eyes always water. Then I'll just pinpoint a little bit of redness around the nose with that powder, and just like a little bit. This foundation really holds oil well. Like my skin doesn't really do much with this, so it's really good just to kind of like pinpoint where you have a little bit extra shine, but like I don't find I need to, you know, take the powder all over the face. I am, however, just gonna pounce everything in because I like that look. And I also think just a little bit more blush. I don't even think I need really like the whole Orgasm X blush, but just a little gold rush just to add that nice goldeny sheen and have all the eyes kind of blend in with everything else. What else? Let me just look at the eyes. I'm gonna just take, I had a little bit of a lash disaster today. Like you guys obviously didn't see it, but I was struggling for a very long time. So I'm just gonna make sure it's all blended and take a little bit of that shade and just pop this right over top, kind of like hide the glue and just keep it really like smoky and relaxed. So I don't want it really dark on the eyes. I just want that really pretty brown kind of smokiness, but still like daytime appropriate. Then whatever's left over, just deepen up where that lash line shade is. All right, let's finish this look off with a little setting spray. And we'll just press it all in together. But that completes our final look.